Hello everybody, I'm back and I'm back here with another video, and this video will be very different than what I usually do, which are figure reviews. This video will be more or less 9 of my favorite Rise of the Beast figures from Studio Series or Hasbro. These figures are in a specific order to my own opinions. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Now let's continue with the video. And first up, coming in at number 9 is Nightbird. Now, there we go. One of the reasons she doesn't stand well. Like, I like that they added the high heel part, but she just does not stand well whatsoever. You know? Another reason is she didn't come with two swords yet, but that's just being really nitpicky. My main reason is it has a lack of ingenuity. I feel like she's just an exact copy of her mainline figure, just with a better paint job. Okay, like I feel like there are just slight, subtle differences between the two, but the paint job is really what separates them. You know, and I just kind of find it a little lazy. I'm not gonna fault her for her look because I know she's based off concept art, so she's not gonna look accurate. But with that being said, she is my number 9 pick. Coming in at number 8, we have Airazor. Now, I'm not going to fault her for her robot mode. I'm pretty sure this might be accurate to her concept art because she was based off concept art and she might have transformed. But considering that she didn't, the main reason I fault her is at number 8. The main reason I put her at number 8 is simply due to the fact that her beast mode looks nothing like what we saw in the movie. Yes, it's a bird, okay? But I mean like the color scheme. She did not have these green tidbits. It's more of a metallic kind of emerald or kind of green, Like it did not look like this. But yeah, that's kind of why I put her there. She's fun to transform back and forth into her beast mode, even though she is basically just a retool of Kingdom Airazor. But that doesn't really do anything to discredit my enjoyability of this figure. That being said, she is my number 8 pick. Coming in at number 7, we got our favorite RC. And the reason she's coming in at number 8 is because it's mostly because she's a core class and I would have liked her to be a deluxe. That being said, for a core class, she looks really good if my camera can focus. As you can see, she looks really, really good. Like, I love the detail they put in her for just a core class figure. There's so much nice sculpting, It just looks so nice. And her transformation from vehicle mode to robot mode is super interesting. And I really enjoy it. Which is why she's coming in at number 7. I just really would have liked them to make her a deluxe, instead of a core class. With that being said, yeah, number 7. Coming in at number 6, Cheetor. Okay, so he's coming in at number 6, mostly because his color scheme is not even anywhere close to accurate. Last time I checked, Cheetor didn't have gray spots. He had black spots, in the movie. But it's been a while since I've seen the movie, so he could have had gray spots. But I know for a fact he was not this color. Also, for some reason, his beast mode head looks more like a dog. Like, is it me? Or does this kind of look like a dog? Like, I don't know. Like a dog's head, Like, it just looks weird. Ah, crap. Come on, Cheetor, go in there. Ugh. Be right back. Technical difficulties. Alright, I'm back. Technical difficulties were minor, but here we are. But yeah, it's mostly just because of his beast mode head, and the color scheme is very off, in my opinion. But other than that, I really enjoy his transformation. It's very different from a normal cheetah transformation, especially since the cheetah head isn't on the chest. I just find that very interesting. Also, I love how they made the battle damage on this. I don't know. I dig it a lot. And there he falls. Another thing I probably don't like is, just the tail on the back, But that's really it. Like, he's fun to transform. He's very easy to transform, too. Like, he's just an all-around great figure. It's just, I wish they would have given him the correct color, to the movie. And the cheetah head actually looked more like a cheetah head or looked more like it did in the movie anyway, than it does looking like a weird-looking dog, That being said, yeah, here's my number 6. All right, coming in at number 5, we got Wheeljack or Pablo. My main reason is I really enjoy this figure. He's a really fun figure to mess around with. He has a really interesting transformation. But the reason he's number 6 for me is simply these feet are just stupidly hard to stand. Like, I'm impressed I was even able to make some stop motions with him. Originally, he was supposed to be like this, but I just thought it looked better like this, But, yeah. He's fun to transform in general. Very interesting to transform. One thing I wish it would change is I wish they just didn't make this out of clear plastic. Or why didn't they do the Bumblebee method where it was pegged on clear plastic so that way the rest of this piece could have been just solid plastic and this could have just been clear plastic. Like, why didn't they do that? But, Hasbro is as Hasbro does, and we'll never understand why. But, yeah. He's definitely my number 5 pick. I really enjoy him a lot. He's probably one of my favorite Rise of the Beast figures just to transform in general. So, yeah. Wheeljack. All right. Coming in at number 4. We got Rhinox. And dear God, I love Rhinox. Rhinox is so fun. His transformation is so interesting and intuitive. It's just nice, like, oh yes. This is what a Transformer figure should be. When I first got my hands on this figure, I'm like, Hasbro, you've done it again, This figure feels amazing to handle. He feels really great to handle, like hold and shit. He's a chunky boy, obviously. But like, look at how detailed he looks. He looks so good. Let me get the camera to focus a little more. And his transformation from beast mode to robot mode and robot mode to beast mode is just so coherent, and everything feels great while going together. It doesn't feel like anything's clashing with each other. Now, the only reason he isn't a little higher is because the last 3 figures I think are just supremely better than him. And if I had to give him one criticism, is that if you don't angle this in right, it won't go in all the way. Like, if you kind of angle it up a little higher, like I remember, I angled it like this and it just wouldn't go in. See, you got to angle it in down, like you got to push it in further down, and it'll fit. That'd be my one criticism. A little bit of clearance there. Doesn't like. It's not really a big deal, but yeah. He's my number 4 pick. Coming in at number 3, I know I'm gonna get some. Comments for this Optimus Prime. Compared to the 2 figures above him, he's just like I just don't think he'd be worthy of second or first place. At the end of the day, yeah. No, the reason he's so high though in general is his robot mode it just looks so good. It looks so accurate to the movie. Another reason he's in third place is this figure was so goddamn hard to find. They made him I don't know why they made him a Target exclusive. That might have been the dumbest thing Hasbro's ever done. But then again, Hasbro has done probably worse lately. Yeah. Other than that, this figure is just great. I wish they would have added a little more silver here, but that's just a little bit nitpicky. And another reason he's not higher is his vehicle mode. Dear God, his vehicle mode. From the front, it looks amazing. From the sides and from the back, it looks like total dog water, right? It just looks so horrible. For such an amazing looking figure, they couldn't give him a good robot. They couldn't give him a good vehicle mode, But yeah. Besides that, those are my only complaints. He's super articulated. You can get him into a lot of good poses, come on, Stan. There you go. You can get him to kick up high like that. He's just very fun to play around with. Wait, let's see if we can do the Bully Maguire kind of thing. Bully Maguire kind of stuff. But the only reason he's third place for me personally is his vehicle mode holds him back by a lot. If his vehicle mode was better, and didn't look as bad as it does anyway, I do think this figure would be number 1 on this list. But unfortunately, that vehicle mode pushes it down to third place. That being said, I would still recommend picking up this figure because it is amazing, It's just a great figure. Nice. Figure fell. Alright, coming in at second place. A lot of my figures like to fall today. That's interesting. Okay. Coming in at second place, we got Optimus Primal. And this figure is great. I really have no complaints. It was a hard choice between this figure and the first place figure for which figure I wanted to be in second place. And, he just ended up being second place. But I want you guys to know it was very close. Very close to me. This figure is amazing. Now, I know some people had some complaints about his beast mode and how the robot feet kind of stick out a lot. But then I must also remind those people, at least his backside at least looks like a monkey though, somewhat. Unlike Optimus Prime, whose backside of his trailer just looks so weird, So I don't know why they're complaining, But at the end of the day, this figure is great. I do understand he's based off concept art, so I'm not going to judge him for him not having the faceplate. And honestly, I kind of like the mouth look. It reminds me of the original Beast Wars cartoon, which is great. I like the battle damage too. This figure is great, and his transformation is super interesting and very intuitive. I like it. I personally thought it was really cool to transform him over and over, and he's fun to do stop motions with too. I love the backside. I love how he almost doesn't have much kibble. It looks so great. The only thing I wish it did is added a little bit more silver paint here, some here, a little bit on the legs, But that's just being very nitpicky. Very, very nitpicky. But yeah, this is my second place pick. It was very close to the first place pick, but I have a huge bias towards this Transformer that's coming up next. Alright. The next Transformer coming up is, of course, Studio Series number 100, Bumblebee. If you've been around this channel long enough, you would have already guessed. Bumblebee is just my favorite Transformer. He has been even before the Bayverse. He's been my favorite Transformer since G1. This was going to be natural. And this figure also, in my opinion, earns it. From vehicle mode to robot mode, he is just perfect. The only thing I didn't like is that they didn't paint these parts, So I did that myself, but I don't mind it, I don't mind customizing my figure. You know, also for the price point of $25, I think he far exceeds Optimus Prime's price point by a lot. Especially since I think on the aftermarket when I got the Optimus Prime on Amazon, he was going for like what, $70? You know, like, But yeah, this figure is just great. I love the original 1977 Camaro with the barbell up here. Like, it just looks great. Everything about this figure is great. If I had to be nitpicky, I just wish he had pegged on wheels. Of course, I painted the arms here to make it look a little more accurate to the movie. You know, but yeah, this figure for me comes in at first place. He's very well articulated. He looks very expressive, like when you pose him. And no matter what pose you have him in, he just looks badass. Okay, he looks so badass. Like, this figure's great. This figure's so great. Now, that being said, there are some issues, I think, anyway. I wish they would have added a joint here so he could twist his leg in and out besides having to rely on this. Or they could have put in another peg in here to give him more forms of articulation in the leg. But that's pretty much it. I think he's great from there on out. Also, I wish his foot can go actually up and down. It's like the side to side is great, but it's kind of hard to make him have walking animations, you know, without making him look awkward, you know. But yeah, this is my number one pick. And with that being done, yeah, those are all my favorite Rise of the Beast figures, you know. Like, I honestly have to say, I enjoyed these figures. All 9 of these figures are just so fun, and I do mess around with them almost on a daily basis. Like, even if I'm not recording a stop motion, these figures are just always in my hand pretty much at all times whenever I have a break, just to mess around with them. Like, they're so fun, you know. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think of my favorite Transformers from Rise of the Beast. Tell me if you have any opinions, any differences that you would have put, and why, you know. But with that being said, if you like my video, please like and subscribe. Anyway, that being said, have a great day. Bye.